Hello, I'm Ankita. I'm the faculty at RVM Finishing School and Consultancy, and I'm here to give you an introduction about the SAS, a statistical analysis system. The agenda of the introduction begins like why SAS, application of SAS, and how the data is driven in a SAS, and the SAS interface, what are the component and windows in a SAS, and to end up with a simple program, I will show you how to write the program in a SAS. Now, the target audience for the SAS will be those who are interested to learn the SAS program and those who want to add on to their CV a new technical skill and those who want to become a SAS certified and to get the global certification validity in their CV. So they can go for the SAS program. And also those who are planning to move to abroad, they also gain the knowledge of SAS as the demand for the SAS in foreign countries is very high. And and even if you want to learn the SAS advanced courses like SAS Stat, so you can the base SAS course is the prerequisite for this. Now coming to the SAS history, SAS stands for Statistical Analysis System. It was developed by Jim Goodnight and John Shelley in 1970 at North Carolina University. It was previously initially developed for the agriculture research purpose, but as the demand for the SAS goes grew more and more, the SAS Institute was founded in 1976. And today 98 of world top 100 companies in Fortune 500 are using the SAS. So now the SAS is stand for the statistical analysis system, and the SAS is a combination of a statistical package, a database management system, and a high level programming language. But it is wrong to say and compare SAS as a other programming language like C, C++, Java, because beside programming it can do the reporting, analysis, and forecasting. So SAS is in much more demand today because it serves all the purpose which now no other language at present can do. What can SAS do for us? We can say it can read and write almost any data format. Data format means any kind of text file, XLS files, spreadsheet files, PDF. It can it interact with a multiple host system. Means it can work on the Unix mainframe or Windows system, Windows server. It can work on various platforms. And a countless option for output means it can give you the output in the form of printout, like in the form of Excel sheet. It can give you the printout in the form of PDF. It can give you the printout in the form of HTML document. Okay. Well, an excellent data cleansing functions are also there. Cleansing functions, suppose somebody is writing something, some data is feeding on the text file or Word document, and somebody forgot to write the first letter capital. So in that way, there are various functions are used to clean the data and make the first word capital and the rest is small. So, and a powerful data handling language means a very easy language to interact with all the data format and various multiple host system. Why the need for the SAS arise? Because today we have a large chunks of data in every field, whether it's a small organization or a big. Each organization is computerized today. And there is no paperwork. Now to maintain these kind of a data and where we can analyze and modify this data according to the client specification, according to the client need, then there come the SAS to rescue us. Now, role of SAS in various industry. It can applicable in each and every industry. That's why SAS is globally in demand. So, like in healthcare and pharmacy, in financial sector, in retail and telecom, SAS is used everywhere. Now, SAS, what is the use in pharmacy? For clinical data integration, drug development. SAS use for, the use of SAS comes like it can give you the statistical analysis, reporting, forecasting, data mining. In the financial sector also like banking, capital markets, sales marketing. SAS is used in the form like predictive modeling. Retail, it can handle the product management, telecom, customer management. So the SAS is used everywhere. Now, what is the difference between SAS tool and other statistical tool? We have other statistical tool like SPSS and R system. So, but Why SAS is so important? The difference lies that SAS is a tool which is a combination of three basic features. Like it is a reporting tool, it is a ETL tool. ETL means extraction, transformation, and load, and it is a forecasting tool. Whereas the other tool, you have you know about the Informatica, it is only a ETL tool. It extracts the data and load the data, but it cannot produce the report. Like Cognos is there, business object is there, but they are only reporting tool. They cannot extract and cleanse the data. They only produce the reports. So SAS is a combination of all these tools, and plus the foremost feature is the forecasting. No other tool has the power of forecasting like the SAS has. That's why it's mostly used in the clinical trial and health industry for the research purpose. Now, SAS in a clinical trial. Clinical trial is a method to determine if a new drug or a treatment will work on a disease or will it be beneficial to patient or not. So, for that purpose, SAS is used. It work on the sample data and give you the report. And even the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, recommended the SAS software to be used, because SAS available in various platforms and produce high customized reports. SAS in finance also, even 98% of bank in Fortune Global 500 are using the SAS because to maximize their profitability, manage risk, achieve greater shareholder value, and gain a clear competitive advantage. Now come to the basic how the data is driven in a SAS. The basic SAS software provide essential tools for basic data-driven tasks. How the SAS works, how the data is accessed and report is produced. You can see this. This is the data access. You can access the data from various host system. It can be from mainframe, it can be from Unix system, it can be text file, it can be your Oracle database file, Excel file, your PDF. You can access them and you can manage this in the SAS data set. And by using the procs app, you can produce the report, analyze, and give the reporting. So basically the basic building block of the SAS works on the two data statement, like data step and proc step. It is not necessary to have so much coding. Only these are the two basic building block of the SAS programming. Only data step and a proc step. Through data step, you make a data set in the form of SAS, and through proc step, you give the reports. Now, accessing a data. You can access data that is stored almost anywhere, whether it is in a file on your system or a data that is stored on another database. And like the previously I told you, like the flat file, TXT file, CSV file is a comma separated files, and like a database, Oracle, DB2, MySQL, and you can access this and make it in a SAS data set. Managing the data means you have access, you can access the data and use the SAS programming language to manipulate it. Means you can format your data, you can create variables, use operator, use function to create and record data, subset data, perform conditional processing system using if, where clause, if and else, do loop. We can produce a report according to the client need. The report will be in the form like the, you can see this, the analysis and presentation will be in the form of graph and chart you can prepare. Now see, by looking at this graph, what the SAS analyst will do, they analyze and make a strategies. Can you figure out, looking at the this graph? Like this graph shows the fashion index to date hyper and supermarket in France. By using the proc report, proc print, proc tabulate, these are the statements. These are the statements that we use in SAS to give the report. And the SAS analysts, what they do, they make out the strategies and decisions they make. So looking at this graph, you can see that. Looking at this graph, you can see that September, October, November, and January, February. The index, women fashion index, the women fashion index is much higher. Why this is so? Because you can see that in this time period there is there's a festival season like Diwali, Dashera, New Year. In fact, you have the friendships and all that. So what this index shows that the woman fashion is higher in demand. So what the strategies they will make? They will give you the discount. They will give you the sale offer. So these are the decision and strategies will be made by the organization or SAS analyst to make their business in profit. Okay. Now you can see the same one more graph like related to the pharmacy or healthcare industry. You can suppose your executive want you to give the report. So what the SAS analysis and programmer do, they will do the analysis using the proc step, data step, convert the data and give the report in the form of like the overweight children record. So which age group are much more overweighted? Looking at the graph, you can see that the age group 6 to 11 are much more overweighted. The reason for this overweight is because at this time the children are more prone to the junk foods. They are having the pocket money. They are much more in the eating habits. In between 12 to 19, you can see that these age group are teenagers. So they are much more prone toward the fashion industry or fashion looking much more to look much more fashionable, so they don't eat junk foods and diet conscious they are. So the reason for this overweight is because you can figure out between 6 to 11 you can say the children's are age group children's are much more overweighted. So this is the analysis you can do or strategies are used by the SAS analysts and programmers. So what is the SAS user interface now? How the SAS program is used. It's a very simple interface like you have in a very simple, easy to use because it is having all the visual interface. You can see the file, edit, view, tool, run. These are there. Like you are interact with the Word or the Excel files interface. So it is very easy to use. You can see at the left panel there is an Explorer window. Like the way you save your data in a CED drive, make a folder over there and save your document. In the same way, the SAS provide you the Explorer window, and in that there is a library where you can save your data and save your SAS data set. Okay. Now, initially there are 3 by default windows open when you open the SAS, like log window, editor window, and the output window. Editor window is which contains the SAS program, whatever the coding you write, it is written on the SAS window. The SAS log windows contains a record of all commands submitted to the SAS and shows errors, whatever the error exists if some coding is wrong. So you can find it out in your SAS log window. Output window, it gives you the output that is submitted by the SAS program. This is a library folder. By default, work is a default library where all the data set is saved. And at the right hand side, you can see these are the figure of the icons of the SAS data set, how the data set is look like. Now, SAS program structure. I told you before that SAS program consists of 2 basic steps, the data steps and the proc step. Data steps, it is used to enter the data into the SAS data set. Okay, and compute values, check or correct data values, and produce a new data set. Proc reports, proc is a procedure step that starts with the proc statement and performs specific analysis and function and produce the result and report. And like every language has some kind of a rule to execute SAS statement, we need to specify run command, and each statement in a SAS should be ended with the semicolon. Okay, this is the basic rule of the SAS. Now you can look at the first SAS program, a sample program I can show you, like how it is written, data and data set name. Data set name is the name of the data set you are making. I am creating 3 variables here, x1, x2 and y. I am initializing the value x1 equals to 1 and x2 equals to 3. And y, in y variable, what I am doing is I am creating the sum of these two variable, x1 plus x2. Now you can see that every SAS statement is ended with the semicolon, and run is needed to run the SAS command. Plus even proc print data, this proc will give you the output, okay, in your output window. Proc print data equals to which data set you want to output, which data set output you want, that data set name will be written over here, and run command. You can give only one run command, it will work both the same time, but at the same time you have to select and submit at once. Now you can see in the SAS program output like this will be. We have one observation, x1, x2 and y. x1 variable have one value, x2 3, and y is the addition value, sum of the x1 and x2, y is there. So this will be the output in the SAS. Now it's very easy to understand the SAS structure. Like you can compare with the Excel one. Sorry. You can compare it with the Excel, like the terminology is different. In Excel you say table, in SAS you say the data set. In Excel you say row, in SAS terminology we say it observation. In Excel you say column, and in SAS terminology we are saying it variable. So the terminology is different, but otherwise rest of the structure is same. Table is data set, rows is observation, column is your variable in SAS terminology. So the core of SAS system lies in the base SAS software, and which is the software product that you will learn to use. Okay, so base SAS is the basic building block of the SAS. And why should become a SAS certified? Because the validity to your, it gives you the validity of your SAS software skill. Plus having the certification, you are globally recognized in the certificate, and the people's those who are attend the SAS certification, the training, they will be given a very high paying jobs and very paying career. They have a very good paying career as a SAS analyst, programmer, developer and consultant. The value of SAS knowledge for the individual is required. Why? Because it enhances your knowledge of SAS software. SAS consultants are highly paid and get quick promotions, their jobs and secured worldwide. And in future also 60 to 70,000 SAS consultant program will be required. So I suggest you to go for the SAS training. And we like SAS, Accenture, all these companies are hiring, even in the pharmacy, you go to the financial sector, all these companies are hiring the SAS consultant. What we are providing at RVM, we providing the lecture notes, presentation, projects, plus data set we provide to work on, and hundreds of real life assignments plus a mock test related to the topics covered will be covering in this training. So student, there is a lab also, you can practice your SAS programming, and you can interact with the teachers on one-to-one. So thank you for visit and listening. So you can contact us on the following address.